the third perspective. Third Perspective Podcast. The third perspective.
Nigga, pop, nigga. It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, right there, nigga. Yeah, hey, hey, go DJ, that's my DJ. 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 That's my DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, dog, I wake up in the morning time. Fix my shit, nigga, cause I study my mind. I don't worry about niggas, niggas worry about me. Trying to put my city on the map, nigga, believe me. Just touched down off the Cali trip. Off that motherfucking dope, man, I don't love them bitch. Man, a young nigga trying to ride to the sunset. Popping the bottles of Moet, ain't seen me yet. One time for them dollar hoes. One time we gon' floss it though. In fact, we mix it so real that they can't even touch. One time, mama always plus. I love that back since the day that I was youngster. Now I'm getting a little older, I'll put you under. Yeah, don't think that nigga Pop ain't ride with G. Nigga Pop got love for me. Hey, hey, go DJ.
That's my DJ.
Hey, go DJ.
That's my DJ.
Go DJ.
That's my DJ.
That's my DJ.
That's my DJ.
Hey, go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, no. Pistol smoke, my nigga.
Do it for all my niggas fishing from the water. Pull up for my niggas from one foot to the water. Much love to my niggas from Cambridge to the Florida. Much love to the gals that say, yeah, what up? One love to the Gerard Street and Shardy. One love to all my niggas back in downtown. One where my nigga is you niggas down. Let's flip it, call this twist uptown. Let's spin call this bit in uptown. Let's spin call this all the way downtown. For my bitches with them coca on the Greyhound. All my niggas up flipping their way to stay down.
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
Right now, that's what nothing is saying. It's that man shit, buckle
What it do?
Get your hustle on, never ever buckle y'all. Hey, for all my niggas that's feeling like a
Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast at. Holla at your boys.
Little trees and bitch. Hey, it's my DJ. Hey, look,
It's my DJ.
Come on, look, that's my DJ.
Southeast,
my DJ.
Northeast DC. What it do?
Go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, go DJ.
That's my DJ.
Hey, go DJ.
That's my DJ.
Shine. Look here. And turn me up a little bit before I can burn the middle and ride the parkway on a brand new sickle. No, they gon' hate, I never perpetrate. But if a nigga bullshit, I think I shoot him in his face. That's the way the light gotta be. If you
Tennessee to Australia.
then I gotta get the jump on me.
Atlanta.
For a minute now.
Pennsylvania.
So don't act like I ain't come out with
Appreciate
that
everybody that
old
tunes in.
later.
Download the podcast,
I
baby.
know what a nigga be like. I just rolled the dice twice trying to change my life. But look, hey, so you know how I live.
Underground shit. DC, baby.
Then we murdering shit. Hey, dog, freaky blue. We did it a long time. One more time, I got to freak these hoes mind.
What?
Cause they ain't ready for a real pimp. When I got it in the cup, then I'm ready to sip. Nigga, I don't need these niggas to fool me. One time for these niggas trying to get
That's
the
out the
D.
Caribbean.
Hey, black, got to get it stacked
Canada.
up. One more
Australia.
time for the niggas acting
What
up.
it do?
Hey, love, gotta catch
Egypt.
him at the bar. One more time, they call me the neighborhood superstar.
Brazil.
Hey, Flip, you got to test me on the wire. Sunday night, we're
Russia.
a little higher.
What it
Hey,
do?
go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, go DJ.
That's my
Hey, go
DJ.
DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, go
What?
DJ.
God damn. That's one key point about doing this podcast, baby. You teach people go-go. You know? It's his eye. You tuned in to the number one podcast in the DMV. I'm your host, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's own, Rad B.I.D. Jones. That's right for your internet foods. To the right of me, as usual, my podcast partner, OnlyFans J. This is T3P. Now, at this point in time, around the world, all the ladies are clear where I stand. I love the black ladies. I'm lucky to be alive, happy, healthy, and free for me. I'm still not gonna forget about those tummies either. It seems to me that everybody else has. You know what I'm saying, Doc? What's going on with you, Jay?
Not much. Just got hectic situations going on. You know, trying to do this, going to this, doing that. It's all over the place. Just one person can't keep doing it all.
Except one person. I don't know. That's part of life sometimes. I don't know. Shit happens like that. You gotta do it your damn self. Me personally, I prefer myself. I don't trust nobody else doing shit.
Because you know it's gonna get done.
Lazy motherfuckers. I know if it's fucked up, I know why it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I know what I did to fuck that up. You know, anything else? No, y'all on something different, bro. But I think most motherfucking like, for example, if you're in a relationship, right? You expect things to happen, right? Do you, like, if you're in a relationship, do you prepare for things to happen, or do you just live your life normally, right? And then when shit happens, you
Yeah, react on it. Yeah. That's where I'm at. But you know, you got certain people or situations where they want you to move before they even ask you to, type shit, and it's kind of a little difficult to do. It's a lot difficult to do because it's like you said, when you're in a relationship, it's about studying the other person. Well, now it is knowing what they know what you know, and you move before they even lift a finger to move. You know what I'm saying? It's just
True.
It's just, you know, me personally, I don't operate like that. I don't. I just go along with the flow. Whatever the fuck shit happens, it happens. Just have to settle it then. Basically living a normal life.
True. Oh shit, man! It been so motherfucking cold lately, man. That shit been throwing me off. I don't like cold, bro.
It snowed this morning.
I don't like heat either. Come think of it.
You know, I'm like right in between.
I think that's why I live, born and raised in DC, and I have to be on this side because I'm used to how this weather work. You know what I'm saying? Like, when if you move to another state, you're not used to how this thing works. Like, you go to another state, is it cold all the fucking time? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know when it's gonna get cold here. I'm prepared for that. It's like a normal routine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's gonna get freezing cold, it's gonna get nice lukewarm kind of way, then it's gonna hot as fuck. Then it's gonna start again. You know
then you got some places that's cold all the time. You got places that's hot all the time.
Exactly. That's why I say, well, I feel like this is the good spot just to be normal, right? Like, you can go to motherfucking Oklahoma somewhere for where you have your shit twisting all around in the wind, some motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? Tornadoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like wherever you move, you don't know what's there.
Then you have earthquakes in certain parts.
That's true.
Me, I'm not. We not here in this area. We're not used to the ground moving by itself.
Bruh. We had one.
We had
about
one.
6 years ago, right?
We had
Might have been more
one
than that.
about 10 years ago.
Yeah, where you was at when that happened?
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's put it that way. I was in the basement, sleep. I had just got home from work a couple hours before. I was asleep in my drawers with the TV on. Then next thing you know, the house started shaking. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Bruh.
I ran outside my drawers.
That shit was crazy.
I ran outside the drawers
Because it's literally everything moved. Literally.
and the people was doing construction on the street, right? So it just empty, like nobody driving, everybody not moving, everybody whatever. I look over on the side of the street, I see all the construction workers in the bunker, like hiding in the ditch.
Yeah. Because at first I didn't know what the fuck was happening. Like we was looking around like, what the fuck? Did you feel that? You know what I'm saying? That's how you first start off. Like, am I tripping? Did you rock too? You know what I'm saying? It's like that when everybody be like, yeah, what the hell just happened? You know
My neighbor funny as shit because he did the same thing. He ran outside in the drawers.
God damn.
So he said he was in the basement too. So we both ran outside that
It's
drawers.
crazy because at the time I was on the Eastern Shore.
And that shit was funny.
I was on Eastern Shore, so I felt like it was just because I was by the water and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that shit happened all over the joint. You know, that shit was crazy.
But a year before that, they had a little aftershock type joint, like a little gravel up in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And then like a year later, it came to DC. Like the area was shaking, and we thought the construction workers was the one that was fucking up, but they was in the bunker, and
Yeah, that was wild.
that shit was on the news.
That was a wild ass joint. That was crazy. That's what I'm saying. Just like here, we don't really used to stuff like that. Like so, we ain't used to extreme heat, extreme cold, none of that wild shit. And then it comes when it comes. Like it's like a heat, cool, cold. Do it again. You know what I'm saying? That's how our shit go. Like it's real normal and shit. I think if you go like South Carolina, shit like if you go somewhere, I think it's colder more. You know what I'm saying? Then the summers are different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you go to Seattle, then it's fucking raining all the time. That's crazy.
Mm.
Imagine living where it's just constantly fucking raining. I don't know. That's a lot of fucking weather.
Yeah.
You can get it in like Seattle should have tons of babies out there, bitch, bro. Because it's raining. That overall give you a fucking depression. Like, I don't know. Like to imagine just living every day and just raining. That's depressing, bro.
Yeah, it's
When you
crazy.
think about it, yeah, it's like it's crazy. My son, my daughter and my mother and my little brother moved out that joint for like 3 years. My little brother was in the army and shit. And that's all they said. All that shit was going on in that joint was raining. I think that's depressing, bro. Like if you born and raised there and you living there, like it's constantly just raining all the time. Like that
You bored all the time,
cycle. Yeah.
and you stay in the house, and then you go the old people that got that shit. They hurt when it rains.
Yeah, if you do not move to fucking Seattle for sure, because your motherfucking knee gonna be cracking. Like, you know what happened when it rained? Elbow burns. You get all that motherfucking elbow, knee, everything twisted. It's raining like a motherfucker. Bro. Like, damn. Here in the motherfucking DC area, it been raining a little bit, a little touch of snow, but man, it's December. You know what I'm saying? Shit should be going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Worse than this by now, to be honest with you. But
Usually it do.
hell yeah. So I just like living in this area for sure. But I don't know if you motherfucker been paying attention to a whole lot of shit, right? Since we've been gone, right? But your man P. Diddy, man, this thing is just exploding at all different angles, y'all. It's just getting out of hand, to be honest with you. Right? First of all, like everybody know by now, where he was first accused of doing something with Cassie, right?
When Cassie jump came out, I was like, everybody gonna start jumping out and saying something about they did this and they did that.
This got out of hand though, bro.
You got teenagers that was back in the day coming out. You got people telling stories. Like one of his entourage said that he had two separate sets of bottles, one with shit in it, and the one exclusive for his people.
That's crazy because coming up, like in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, niggas was putting shit in bitches' drinks, man. That shit was crazy. Like they was drugging bitches. And now, like in the 20,000, 2000 and shit, it became more where people knew that was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like in the early 90s, people was doing it. Girls was just going to sleep, not knowing what the fuck just happened. You know what I'm saying? But like in the early 2000s, that's when they realized, motherfuckers drugging me. You know what I'm saying? They putting shit in my drinks. Like, what the fuck is going on, yeah? Me personally, man, I really don't even want a bitch drunk to extreme. Like, I don't want no crazy. I don't want no bitch die on me. I don't want no bitch to be doing no seizures. I don't want all that. I don't want you to. You just need to be smacked. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to go get you no motherfucking dope and all this wild shit to get you right. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, most of your shit will kill your ass.
Yeah, if she passed out with her mouth turning blue, face turning blue, you had a problem.
That's just crazy, bro. I don't know, but yeah, these motherfucking the drugs, they just crazy. So just motherfuckers just in that element, man. It's like you don't even know what you're smoking right now. You don't even know what you inhaling. You don't know what you know what I'm saying?
And it's regulated by the government now. So it's like the weed is regulated by the government. So you don't know what you're getting out of that. You might get some good shit, you might get some terrible shit. And then you got the street shit where they sprinkle some shit to make you go insane. So
P. Diddy got a 17-year-old. At the time she was 17. In 2003, he denies those allegations. Over 33 motherfucking sponsors dropped from his motherfucking joint, which is not good, right?
He stepped down from Revolt.
I didn't know that.
His station joint, his TV station. He stepped down from Revolt.
Because it can't survive as long as his name is on that motherfucker. It still probably don't survive.
It ain't surviving that. It wasn't surviving.
Man, it's gonna make it worse. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna get even worse than it was before.
We should have had it as an app first and then try to put it as a broadcast.
But P. Diddy motherfucker put out joint on Instagram, right? Where everybody knows his Instagram is Diddy. Now he started off saying enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not and do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Now let's backtrack a little bit.
Brother Love
done paid off the bitch Cassie. Right?
Mm.
So when you say slander and people character destroying your reputation, you done pay somebody off. Obviously, she couldn't have been lying then.
And
so if everybody take out just what she done and said, how much can you sue somebody for?
And he did had a video, one video about if I'd have done this or if I'd have done that, show receipts and then I pay you off. Shouldn't have made a video like that. I don't think he should have done that.
For real?
Yep. And this was going back like I think it was because of the Mace thing when they was beefing.
Oh yeah.
And he was supposed to give up his masters or something.
Yeah.
And he ain't pay him like he correctly or something like that. And he made a video about, if I'd have did this and I'd done that, show receipts. And I'll pay you off. If you got proof, I'll pay you off.
I don't know what you think about the motherfucking the new allegation with the 17-year-old. She said she was 17-year-old. Another thing is people gotta realize,
and then you have some members of you got one or two members one of his old groups and entourages is coming out too. People that was in like singing or did something back then.
for real?
Yeah. Then they had old videos of him and Justin Bieber looking nervous around him. And, you got one with, it was him, Usher, and Kevin Hart. And he was like, remember when you was 12 and you used to wake up to some pancakes or some shit in that bed? Like, that's crazy. Like, you giving yourself away, first of all. And it's not only women that's coming out. It's men that say, oh, yeah, he did something. 1, 2, 3. Then you got people saying that he did fuck men. And it's crazy. It's like, it is getting out of hand. It's getting real out of hand.
That's true.
50 Cent coming out with a documentary of all this. I don't know where it's going to be on, but it's coming out with something about it.
Yeah, somebody. First of all, Surviving Diddy type of motherfucking joint they trying to come out with, right? Where your man 50 Cent is good for stuff like this. This is what he do. He's a troll. He was a troll before the word troll was made. You feel me? Everything he used to do coming up when he first started was he talking about somebody and getting on like Ja Rule, for example. It was his thing. Once you said something about him, that was it. He was ready to do whatever. And he ain't gonna drown your ass until you can't even, breathe no more about that shit. That's how he was. But it's a motherfucking cover of you seen that joint?
Yeah, the old Tupac. It was the original Tupac joint, and it had Diddy in the dress, and it had Biggie Smalls as a pig.
I don't even know if anybody seen that joint though. That joint was funny as shit.
That was the old. That was supposed to have been the artwork for the back of the joint, instead of Tupac on the cross, because Hit 'Em Up was on that. What's that? Yeah, Hit 'Em Up was on that. The diss track was on there. On that album.
Yeah. This man, all of them was beefing and shit. But this is the cover of the joint right here. But look how he got this funny as shit.
No, you should have seen the whole joint. They got the whole joint. That's just a close-up view. They got the whole joint where he got his legs crossing the dress.
It's just funny because it looks like it got his face right there though. It's just funny as shit. But you gotta everybody remember this is when rapping was really rap. They was beefing. So of course but that was his perception of Diddy at the time. But that was everybody's perception. He was dancing with these glittery shit on, his big ass, you know what I'm saying? These shiny pants and shit. Like
you can't come across, you can't get past that.
Yeah. That shit he was doing. So it wasn't like everybody looked at him as some type of Biggie was a thug. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was what he was. He was a fucking producer ass, fucking promoter ass dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what he did was he started stealing everybody rhymes and tried to make himself a rapper. That what did it. What he saw was, okay, I could make more money if I could just get one of them to write rhymes for me. And I say it.
And that was Mace.
Simple. Instead of me paying them, they can just write the shit for me.
I take that back. It wasn't only him, it was Mason. I think Jadakiss.
Did say something about that, yeah.
I think Jadakiss did wrote something. And it was somebody else. It might have been Styles P or somebody else, but I think he had like 2 or 3 writers. He was ghostwriter before ghostwriting.
Exactly.
Existed.
But everybody knew that because we knew he was not a rapper. You feel me? It's like we all saw him. He was corny. He was dancing. He wasn't MC Hammer type dancing. He was just a fool dancing. You feel me? Like, and it was almost like he was mimicking MC Hammer, but trying to glorify it, put some more glitz and glamour with it.
MC Hammer ain't even had all that.
That's what I'm saying. Put the baggy pants on like MC Hammer, do the dancing, but just put more glamour to it. You know what I'm saying? And he just wasn't it. Then he just get people rapping for him. Then he just be on songs, and eventually one of them gonna pop. Once you get enough rappers that's already hit famous and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Biggie at the end, would say his career, because that shit was over until Biggie came in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Biggie made his career. That's why at the end he drowned that shit out, because that was it for his whole career, and that was all he can go off for. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as he died, you know, he had to continue to you know, to carry on.
Exactly. But he just one of the lines of a whole bunch of these motherfuckers. Just is like, I don't know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you, bro. Right? I don't like the fact you bring back a certain time and decade and then say, hey, you know what he did then? When the whole time he was a whore. You feel me?
They trying to I mean, when Michael Jackson died, they tried to cancel him after he died. And doing
no bullshit.
Like
bro,
they tried to cancel him while he was dead.
Exactly. Remember R. Kelly, it was on that name with pissing in bitches' mouths and all that shit, right? All these famous motherfuckers do all that shit though.
And all of that was at the same time too, because R. Kelly was doing that shit in the 2000s too.
Exactly. And look, bitches do all that shit now. You see what I'm saying? It's like it was a shock that was happening, and then the bitch when they started finding out she was underage, it was like that was even worse. You know what I'm saying? But another thing about that times, right? Most bitches that was like 16, 17 was not disclosing that. They was not telling people that. There's round bitches that was 18, 19, 20, right? And going around niggas to fuck. Yeah, these 19, 20-year-old bitches.
And that's for payday, or some of them for free.
Even if you talking about famous motherfucking rappers and shit, like you can even say just the average in the hood shit. The 17, 16-year-olds hang with 19, 20-year-old women. Well, girls, right? Girls just getting out of high school, going to college. These who the 16, 17-year-olds are with, right? Sneaking in clubs with, right? Approaching dudes with, right? Rolling out with niggas with. No niggas stop and say, can I see everybody ID before we get started? No, it's not even working like that.
Remember back in the days when they used to have the go-go spots? They used to have all age joints.
That's true. But bitches from the 90s will tell you, if they was teenagers in the 90s, they would tell you today that they were sneaking in clubs without IDs.
Yeah,
they'll tell you that.
Oh, fake IDs.
They'll tell you they will hang around niggas older than them. They'll tell you this shit today.
You don't even have to go that far. You could go to these little joints they be having, like little festivals, and they be having like stage people that's be, you know, people that be coming out and shit.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Bro, we had these motherfucking rock a little holes coming out my house, right? Like 10 of them, 11 of them. Just come over like every other day. I was hitting like 3-4 of them, right? My man's hitting like 3-4 of them. These niggas, we was just having fun, right? They was whores, right? We was like a year out of high school. We just got out. So we was that summer after high school shit, right? So these bitches pop up. They just straight roller bitches that we found in the club, right? In the go-go joint, right? They start coming to the joint all the time, just hanging out, smoking and all that. We blasting their asses, right? Later on, we found out some of these bitches 17. You know what I'm saying? But even though we still ain't nothing but 19, you know what I'm saying? Still, it's not like, that's another thing people got to realize. When they be going back in these times, these niggas was younger too. It ain't like they still 37, 40 now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, he's like, I was 17. Okay, motherfucker, I was 19 though. But like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, just same thing. I don't know if you heard about what's the bitch on Joe Budden, right? Melissa Ford.
Right.
You heard about this shit?
No.
So Melissa Ford is on. Everybody don't know she on Joe Budden podcast, right? And everybody don't know now that diplomats. What's his name?
Cameron
Cameron and the
Mace.
and Mace, the church dude, is coming out with it. He said it's not a podcast though, so it's not a podcast. He said it's he said it's a he didn't he said it's not a podcast. He specifically said it's not a podcast. So whatever he said it's a show on a radio. So he said he got a show on a network, so it's not on podcast as far as he concerned. As far as he concerned with Joe Budden, right? But Joe Budden got a show on her joint. Vanessa, what's her name? I forgot her name already.
Melissa
Ford, right? So my man on the joint, like me and you do on our podcast and shit, we remember this a lot. You know what I'm saying? So they were reminiscing about shit they was doing at a certain time and talking about, okay, yeah, we screwed up these bitches that day, and we went to the house. You know what I'm saying? Smashed the bitches off. That was what we was doing back then, right? That's what was happening, right? So Shorty on Joe Budden joint responds on their podcast by saying, "Oh, you know what? How many underage girls was in there?" Right? So my man Diplomats, he just took that personal, right? What's his name? Cameron took that shit personal. Like I would too, though. Like if you saying, like I'm doing a radio show or a joint on national TV, and you on Joe Budden podcast say, "Oh, how many underage girls you had at your party?" I would think it was something there. Like, how would you take that though? Like, do you take that as a personal shot, like, or would you take that as I could see what? How you feel about that though? If that was you,
that's like you saying, like, you coming off as, what you trying to say? I'm a pedophile.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just straight like that. Because like ain't no way in hell you just go point somebody out like that.
Why would you even do that? The camera went on a motherfucking nut. I don't know if you seen his video. He went on Shorty. He was like, "Look, bitch, you ain't even from America." And I'm thinking about being a bitch ass nigga and suing y'all motherfuckers. Wait, hold up. First of all,
you trying to slander him.
Yeah, true. I mean, once you start saying a nigga is a pedophile, that's hard to come back from, bro.
Yeah, it's real hard.
Like you can't just throw that out there like that. So, but far as being a motherfucker going and trying to sue him, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I the sue part, maybe, just maybe, but I'm not even sure about that because it's like, if you're gonna sue, it's like if you're gonna do that, you might as well just be like, okay, you slander me, you trying to throw it out there that I'm XYZ, and you just being an asshole right at this point. So you might as well just, not even say shit like that. Certain shit you just don't say. That's kind of one of them, you know what I'm saying? You can't say shit like that. And try to justify that, try to fish that out there that a person is what they not really is.
One thing about calling motherfucker pedophile, you better have all your ducks in the fucking row with that bullshit right there. I would slap the shit out you because you cannot come back from just putting that out. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
because once you convicted, you got registered as a sex offender. There's levels to that stupid shit.
But if a nigga telling a story on like a joint like this, and he just been like, "All right, me and my man took these bitches and did that," and you on another joint be like, "Hey, them girls were young," bitch, you need to have proof for that. First of all, don't you jumping out saying no dumb ass shit like that. What are you talking about? We just telling a story. You adding an age. Why you doing it?
And then you gonna that starts a fire right there.
Hell yeah.
Because you got old people might be coming back from back in the days if you did it.
Yeah.
And then you also got people that watch the podcast.
And then you'll start having girls just like P. Diddy's happening now. It's going to start a trigger effect. Like, okay, let me
start exploding.
Let me try my hand now because I was there one day. I went there with him one day and his friends. I don't know if Killer was there, but it was some motherfuckers there. You know what I'm saying? As far as the bitch is concerned, she don't know, but she knows camera. You feel me? In her mind, she about 40 now and be like, oh, you know what? I'm broke as fuck. I got 18 kids. I'm gonna try.
It's a money grab. All this shit is a money grab.
No bullshit, bro. It's like, come on, bro. Anybody that wait and just fucking wait and just wait. and you got all these issues with my no. You can't just pop up with that shit later on, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck that. That shit just sounds dumb to me. That shit's crazy as fuck. Like,
and if you didn't do it, you just jumped out there and said something that was bullshit. Now, if you did do it, then like anybody could watch the podcast. Regular people and people with badges. And once they get a hold of I'm gonna find this, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. I'm gonna see I'm gonna dig some shit up. Mm-hmm. Then that's when the digging start happening, then all hell breaks loose. Then you got a situation it's hard to get out of. Unless you R. Kelly or Michael Jackson. Because they, R. Kelly back then, but not now. You just get into these situations. Or Bill Cosby, another one.
Oh, yeah. Hey. My man is getting in a lot of shit, Father. I'm sure. Let me see this. But it is. It's just that. Hold on, bro. When you think about it, bro, Melissa Ford, I don't really know her, right?
She used to be a model back and an actress back.
He made that very clear.
Back in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, he made that. I'm about to let y'all hear a little bit of this joint too. There's a bit of Cameron getting mad at Joe Budden podcast for insinuating that he will fuck underage girls
with the big shows in the morning, or during our time that we come on, I should say.
Yeah,
I don't want to say all the sports shows, but 8 in the morning Eastern time. First take out, shout out to the big homie Stephen A. Smith. So during our shows, sometime me and Mace talk about old stories. I know Mace since I was 11 years old, maybe younger than that, maybe 9 or 10 years old. So we talk about old stories. And I ain't gonna be long-winded because I don't want to be up here all day. I just want to make sure everybody's super clear on why I'm doing this. During one of our shows, I was talking about how me and Mace in the 90s, which I was talking about, the actual year I was talking about was 1992. We was in a whorehouse. And we was laughing, having fun. And we saying, whatever, we was in a whorehouse. Mace, Mace don't always give me permission to talk about our old stories because, he's a man of God. And he got other shit going on, but he remembers his past sometimes. So sometimes he's let me talk. Anyway, I'm talking about this time we in a whorehouse and all that shit. Talking about we slid a bitch, all this shit. Cool, whatever. I see a clip where on Joe Budden's podcast, where Melissa Ford is talking about, it might have been underage girls in there. First of all, I only like older bitches. Second of all, it was 1992. We was underage. That's A and B. We wasn't supposed to be in there. We wasn't 18. I just turned motherfucking 16. I ain't even defending myself on that nonsense. You're not even from this country. I don't know what the fuck was going on in the whorehouses in Canada or wherever you from, or whatever pedophile shit they on, wherever you from. You're not on that. I ain't even going into that. More of the story, she said it. Knowing the times we in, Joe Buttons and them went in on whatever. They're like, yo, that's a serious allegation, this and the third. But they didn't edit it out. So from two things I take from that, they either threw her under the bus or they said, fuck it, let's get the ratings or whatever they want to do. Either way it came out, it could have been edited out. It wasn't live like I'm doing live right now.
That's a damn good point.
So I ignored it because it's nonsense. So I ignored the shit. We said a little something on our show, but we don't get that. We don't give. See, we don't give this type of energy I'm doing on live. That type of business on our show, my nigga. Our shit is sports and our fun. So this energy don't go on our show. This cam energy on my own personal time. So we said a little something. I ain't even say nothing. I said, fuck the bitch. The bitch don't know what she talking about, whatever. So yesterday, whatever day, she issues an apology. I'm like, nah, don't apologize. Because I was going to address it when I felt like addressing it. But the reason I addressed it yesterday is because it's like, yo, you say that foul shit, because that's some foul shit to say. Man felt like that shit, like, and the times when for you to make them type of allegations, don't know what the fuck you talking about? You serious? Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Stop playing with niggas, man. Anyway, she tried to apologize, and I said to myself, nah, because if I address it in a month or whenever I felt like addressing it, people gonna be like, oh, Kim, she apologized, leave it alone. You can't just say shit like that, and 3 days later, 2 days later, be like, oh, my bad, I wasn't thinking. You damn right you wasn't thinking. You wasn't thinking. Y'all shouldn't have said that. You know, that's some serious allegations. Why say that in the beginning? You're not even from here. You're not even from this country.
All right. First of all, he made one point, right? Like, this is a podcast that Joe Budden records, edits, then put out, right? It's not a lot like we are now, right? Like every podcast we do are completely live, right the fuck now. That's not their podcast. They recording it, breaking it down, editing. So he made a good point of, okay, she said that, but why would that even be on air? That could be something you could edit out. You had a conversation with her about that and make sure that never happened again. That should never put on air. The fact that he put it on, that you didn't even cut it. You said, somebody said, just leave it.
He said they even threw her under the bus.
I don't know why.
He said they either threw her under the bus or trying to get ratings or something.
It's obvious. It's a reason why you put it in, myself. What I'm saying. Because, like you said, you had the opportunity to just cut all that out. Nobody would ever heard it. So you put it in, right? And then put in clips of you and the other man saying, hey, man, I don't think that's a good idea. Now you see what I'm saying? It just sounds dumb, like he just said. It's like they set the bitch up. I guarantee they edit other bullshit that these clowns say. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Why was that even in? Why we heard her saying that? If you felt like, all right, that's fucked up what you just said. Why you ain't just turn to the producer and say, hey, you know what? Just take that out. Because I know that's going to be an issue because I don't want that to even be out like that. But you do it anyway. I never thought about the Joe Budden part of this. I was just thinking this bitch is just crazy for saying that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitches are just sluts. They do shit. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm thinking about it, it's like, why did we hear it? It ain't like me and you right now. If I would say it right now, there's nothing we can do. You feel me?
Right.
Ain't nothing we can do. It's now. They recording and then editing and then putting up. So that means you had time to listen to that had being done and saying, fuck it. Leave that in. Right? So I understand what he's saying was like, either they was trying to just set her up, right? Or they just want to ratings. Both. For my father, I'm concerned, it's both. Because they saying they already know that they're using content that they don't have to put in. And when she get a whiff of this, she gonna already know she gonna be mad, right? They don't give a fuck. So they care about the ratings more.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you be mad if you all of a sudden this is on the part of the podcast when we all had a discussion and you was mad about it, he was mad about it, and I apologized and I felt like it was bad, and it's still in it. Like what the fuck? You just listen to Joe. Oh yeah, this is my podcast. Everybody listen to me. I'm on Joe Budden, and that pod come out, and then you fucked. Like that wasn't even supposed to be there, or was it? But like he said, he sabotaging her, or he wanted them ratings. But I think
waitressing. I didn't even go there. You used to fuck in the bathroom. The Kit Kat Club, one of them old ass club bitch. Stop. You a video vixen.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, she is.
She's fucking weird.
She was a video vixen back in the days, but Superhead in them.
Interest rates to fund any.
Nigga said she was fucking in a motherfucking club, back of the club or the bar or something, bro. Damn.
She probably was.
See, when you doing
because you gotta think, because he was there.
You gotta remember.
And you know Jay-Z, and he was around Jay-Z and
that's true too.
And what's his name back then too? Who the one that married Aaliyah?
Yeah, that's another thing. Is like them bitches don't remember who they around. You feel me?
You the way I should have got at you. I left it alone. I'm like, this bitch is bugging. Try to say sorry. So I addressed it yesterday. So I wake up today to go on live. I'm banned for 2 days on live for who know. I said, let me see why. It's the picture where it's been flagged and I'm banned from live. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't bother me. All them little technology games y'all playing, nigga. I'm from the payphone era, nigga. I had a beeper. Nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
You know?
That don't bother me.
Pager niggas. Fuck wrong with y'all? Beat me.
So the reason I'm doing this live is just to break that down for people who didn't even understand what was going on. I was going to leave it alone, but then she said sorry, which the sorry wasn't even genuine. That shit was fake. I don't know, even convinced her to do the shit, but whoever did, I was smart, because that was, now if I sue niggas for defamation of character, I'm a sucker, right? Now, if I sue y'all niggas for defamation of character, I'm a sucker. Well, I might be a sucker.
Are you gonna be a sucker now? What do you think about that, though? You think he's a sucker now if he was to sue them for defamation?
Nah, because you gotta think, some people got an image that they maintain and hold. So soon it ain't the baddest sucker shit you could do in the world.
Me personally, I think once you, as far as the streets concerned, once you in stuff like this, is like the courts is part of the streets. As far as it's concerned, it's like when you're in the streets, is guns and violence to take care of your situations, right? But when you're doing shit like this, you gotta use courts. It's your way. It's the only way you can retaliate to the shit. You feel me?
And plus, you're too old to be shooting and gang banging and shit.
That's true.
But 46 years old.
Like, it's a separate thing. Is like streets is different. Like you have things different. Like when you're in the industry or something, you got to do things different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but would I do that though? Would I sue them? I wouldn't sue them motherfuckers for that shit. You're not gonna get us. What you gonna get for that? It's like, it's gonna be hard to prove that, right? It's not really like she's saying you did. She's saying, what if it was some there? I'm thinking it might have been some there. That type of shit is like, it's not she's saying, well, you fuck some other ways, girls, and I know it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It almost come off as that though.
Close.
It's very close. It's razor thin. Because you already got it out there. People are going to start circulating and digging and pulling up shit they don't need to be pulling up in the past. That said, they will do it. I ain't gonna lie, they will do it, because when you sit back I'm gonna take Hillary for example. When she sat back and thought she had it in the bag, and them emails came out, you know, it was a whole different ball game after that. It was over. The party was over for Hillary Clinton after that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When the emails came out, everybody just got disgusted, and it was like, man, fuck it. But you can't be sitting there like, oh, nonchalant and just say, throw it out there that a person was with an underage girl. And then you loud and wrong. Because Cameron was a teenager back in 92. Now that I think about it.
So first of all, bro.
Now that I think about it, they was teenagers back then.
Now I'm just getting whiff of this motherfucking joint that Joe Budden put out. He puts out Mr. Cameron looking bad and sad. This wasn't a wise decision. Move on. Is your best bet.
That sounds like a threat.
Really though?
That sounds like a threat.
Then he had a nerve on his podcast to say, well, how much was she then if she was being paid for some bullshit? Like, you gonna defend this whore?
Now he's defending it, yeah.
Why are you doing that? The same thing he was saying about Queen's Flip, bitch ass. Why are you defending her? For what?
And this the same guy that won't give Sin Santana no pussy, no dick. This coming from
Remember since Santana was in that nigga begging that nigga was ready. Let's please have some sex. Motherfucker, cab driver will fuck me first.
Fuck is you talking about?
man. What?
I can't tell you how much
Since Santana was a bad
y'all
joint.
be thinking, see, y'all don't see makes like murder don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all listen, y'all get in and let that nigga fool you. That nigga don't give a fuck, B. I be like, yo, chill. Nah, killer. Nah, it's too much chill. It's too, like murder's on some, no, murder may be from the 80s. Not fucking, murder might be mid 80s, nigga. He been outside since he's about 7. Don't let what he got going on the show fool you. Murder is about see, murder been outside literally, and I'm not gassing it because I used to see him. I used to walk to McDonald's with my mother when I was 7 because I couldn't go outside by myself. Murder was on the corner by herself. I'm not no cat.
Now, everybody don't know. All these people grew up in the same neighborhood. Diplomats and
Mace.
and all them.
Oh, Harlem.
The same area.
Harlem.
Yeah. So it was kind of where they all knew each other as kids.
Shit, you want
No kizzy.
if you want to take it another step, remember the movie Paid in Full?
Mm-hmm.
They was portraying the Alpo and Money Mitch.
Oh yeah.
They was portraying them back at that time. That's the same era.
Mm-hmm.
80, 89,
Yeah.
88, 87, 88, 89.
Yeah.
All that was in the same era.
On another show for gamers that she's going to help executive produce. We don't just put niggas in front of a microphone. We put them behind a microphone as well. So she's the moderator on Is What It Is. She has her own show called Check Out the Stat. And then she's working on a gaming show right now for gamers. We empower black women, man. Young black women. Fuck is you talking about? You never have your own show. If you get your own show now, it's because I said this and niggas will give you your own show. You work for Joe Buttons. You went to NYU and all these colleges and did all this shit and did all these videos and everywhere else, and you ended up on Joe Button's couch. Let's do this even better. Let's get the receipt so it ain't no cap, ain't no kizzy, ain't no nothing. I bet you Stat Baby make more than anybody on that show besides Joe Buttons. Let's go to the bank with it. 22 years old, fresh out of motherfucking college. Let's see who makes more money on y'all show besides Joe Buttons than Stat Baby. Joe Budden ain't even drying y'all out. He just washing y'all up because y'all niggas, listen, man. Fucking dry clean. Yo, washed. Wash. Give y'all some more game real quick, right? Give you some more shit. I remember niggas was trying to diss Gilly and Wallow for doing ads and reading ads and saying, oh, they're reading ads. They got to sell ads to get money. They're reading ads. But that's where a lot of money is at. And I ain't going to give up everybody's secrets because now I'm learning the game. I'm learning the business. I ain't give a fuck before about how this shit worked. Now I'm learning the business. And shout out to Prize Picks, which we didn't do business with. Our motherfucking homies is Underdog Fantasy. Yeah. Big boy checks. Yeah. Yeah, half a ticket checks. The re-up gonna be wild. The re-up gonna be wild.
Like that right there is like is a key point of this whole like podcast and think era that's going on, right? Where it's so new that people really don't have a handle on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they doing it without knowing what can be done with it. You feel me saying? Like he just admitted, like, damn, I laughed at what's the name of what's the name of that podcast? $1 Million Game. He was like, y'all laughed at them because they was reading people's stuff off. But as we know now, that's part of the money you can make in this game, right?
That's the side money.
Yeah, and it's something that that he just starting to realize as of getting into doing this stuff now. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to realize that every time you say something like that or you read somebody's shit off, that's money. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't nobody actually looked at it as that when podcasts be reading that stuff off as that's money. You feel what I'm saying? So when you see a motherfucker reading shit, you know, like this nigga's reading this nigga bullshit. You don't understand that they paying for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of your money train of development of podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody famous get out there and be like, look, I can just get on YouTube and start getting views and getting paid off YouTube. You feel me? They don't know it's more. You feel me? Until they get in it. They be like, wait a minute. You can give me I just read this for 30 seconds. You're gonna pay us that? And then that's when they start realizing, okay, now I'm gonna be serious about this shit. You feel me? They realize like, no, man. Okay, yeah, okay, now I'm gonna start being serious. That when they start putting their suits on, as you see who we talking about now. Them niggas wear suits now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now when you start getting people putting money on your shit, then you start realizing, wait a minute, this is more than some bullshit ass shit. Like us, for example, it's just us like in our cafeteria at work or something. We just wanted to come here and talk trending topics, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop topics. That's just our podcast, right? When they do that as people just like in sports or rapping and be like, let's get together and just talk about rap. They're not thinking that it's so many avenues to make money once you build that platform.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
They don't really have that on mind. They're just thinking that I'm so famous that that's gonna bring us money. We just gonna get money off YouTube or something because I'm famous. You feel me? It's like it's way more to it than that. Like if you can develop a good show, same thing how what's the football niggas got that podcast?
Adam Jones and
Ryan Clark and all right, it started off with Ryan Clark and my man God damn it.
It's a couple of them. You got Ryan Clark,
big ass wide receiver nigga.
Andre Suka.
No, Ojo Singh was on the joint a couple times too.
Him and Shannon got one.
No, Ojo Singh was on this joint before.
Cinco and
It was Ojo Cinco. He was on that joint with Brandon Marshall.
Oh, Brandon Marshall, yeah.
So Brandon Marshall got his own joint, right?
Brandon Marshall got a couple of jumps.
Exactly. But he developed with Ryan Clark and the other dude that was on the joint.
But
Right?
you know, we first started off right inside the NFL.
No, I'm talking about this particular joint. They got some show. I Am Athlete or some shit like that.
I Am Athlete.
Okay, yeah. That joint. So with Brian Marshall, you know they broke up and all that shit, right? You know they broke up and everything, right? All right. This is the funniest thing that goes on in podcasting a lot. I didn't notice this. Wow, that shit, bro.
So they don't have that show no more?
Nah, they broke up. All right. Ryan Clark don't want to do it no more, right? Because
Ryan Clark,
he on ESPN a lot now, right?
And he got another joint.
And then other Bama, he don't start another podcast. And then the other Bama doing his own joint, right? And Brandon Marshall is running around. He now on podcast is telling you what happened. Now, this the funny thing about podcasting, bro. Like I just said, when people get in it, they don't know. So he thought he had an idea of just getting a podcast with him and his friends and talk about health and fitness in football, right? So he developed this joint. He called Ryan Clark and all these people in the joint. That's the I'm an Athlete podcast, right? So he sit down there, but the joint blows up, right? When he first sat down with them, he said, look, man, this shit just some old shit we doing. Anything expenses we do, we just do 25, 25, 25, right? Everybody 25, right? The joint started blowing up. Ryan Clark and all these and the rest of them, they want more. See what I'm saying? It's the same thing happened with Joe Budden joint.
Yeah, with the other two that was there.
It's the funniest shit. It's like you'll never think that could happen with millionaires. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to talk about because they millionaires. They millions of dollars in football. And it's like they fighting over who, like the podcast. Like, don't that sound odd to you though? Where they will break up now. They don't talk. They're on different podcasts talking about each other now. When that was a big podcast, I am Athlete. Like, what the fuck?
That was like one of the top 5.
Like, what we doing?
That's up there. That joint was up there with $1 Million Game and the other joint.
Exactly.
Button and the other joints.
It's the oddest shit, but
you know, Entre Cinco and Shay Shay, they creeping up the ladder themselves.
I don't like. Only reason I don't like Ocho Cinco. Right?
And Shay got one on his own. Now, and Skip got one on his own.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith brought up a whole studio, and got him one.
Yep.
But Stephen A. Ben had one though.
But these niggas don't think talking on TV 8 hours is not a fucking enough, bro. They just still literally gotta get a podcast.
But see,
it's the craziest shit because it's
certain
money.
One of them.
It's money. Y'all don't get it. It's money in podcasting.
And
that's why you see millionaires doing it.
And you just sit there and you just talk about shit.
Yeah, that's why you see ex-athletes, politicians,
reporters,
everything doing it because it's money in it. That's why we call ourselves the third perspective, because when you get to sports, you get to regular motherfuckers like us, and we are the third perspective to this shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't get all those people that got podcasts now. If you're a lawyer now, you got a podcast, right? If you groom dogs, you got a podcast.
If you suck dick for money, you got a podcast.
Podcast out this bitch, bro. It's like when we started, it was less than $1 million. I know it's like 30 million by now. Easy.
Yeah, and this shit just ain't gonna do nothing but grow. Every household gonna start fucking podcasting.
Shout out to that. We going on our 4th year anniversary. We didn't even have we ain't doing cake, did we? 4th year anniversary. Matter of fact,
it's coming up. Or is it already passed?
What's this week?
It's December.
It was November, last week of November. So it's still, we gotta do that.
Yeah,
Damn.
we ain't even do that.
Yeah, we gotta do that. So yeah, and 4th year anniversary. Damn. So that's what I'm saying. Like when we first started, it was like it wasn't none. What do I think about this shit? But that's a good thing that we're in something that just grew. And then we live. So it ain't like we editing shit out saying, let's take this out and be nice. No. Whatever you hear from my mouth, that's what's out of my mouth. Whatever you hear from OnlyFans Jay, that's what the fuck we say. We learned that. We've been doing this now 3 years on live air, twice a week. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, if we was gonna say something foul, somebody will let us know by now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's too long.
Yeah, YouTube would let you know. YouTube would bang you quick.
Somebody would have tweeted you like, bruh, that what you saying for real? Like, we ain't getting none of that shit. Just like, bruh.
Don't trust me. We had our shares of being banned.
Oh, yeah. This is what we talk about that got us banned. That's the funny thing about that.
And certain songs got us banned.
Yeah, it's funny shit. Shouts out to everybody on that joint for sure to be tapping into us. We really fuck with y'all, bro. Got us to this thing. We almost 21,000 motherfucking downplays worldwide. So we don't complain. Just like I said, we just average Joes with our trending topics, giving our point of view. That's all. We in the cafeteria.
Yeah, we had our shares of being banned. It wasn't pretty.
I did want to get on my man. First of all, bye bye baby, da 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 da. That's my let it go. Hey, bro, I swear to God, what's the other joint he had? It was two. When he had two joints, like
Hot in Here,
and that down, baby.
Shake a tail feather.
Shit, though, bro.
Shake a tail feather.
I'm not even gonna bullshit y'all. That motherfucker down, baby. I know he had other hits and shit, but I'm talking about father. I like, you know what I'm saying? I know he had another one with the bitch that was singing and shit. What's her name? Rolling.
Oh, Dilemma.
He had a joint with Rolling.
That's the name of it, Dilemma.
That was the name of it, yeah. Funny as shit though, bro. Down, baby. Let it go. That was my shit. That was the same one with no, that's Hot in Here is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So damn, he had two joints of that. It's hot in here. That was my shit too, bro. It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes.
The first two albums was his hit.
My clothes off. That was a straight bitch song. Bitches had to love that joint right there. I wanna take my clothes off. That was my shit though, bro. But these two niggas have got together again, bro. What do you think about this nigga getting Ashanti again? I thought she might be pregnant.
Yep, he knocked her up.
Think she pregnant?
I think so. It'd be crazy if he didn't knock that one out. They said she is pregnant. She got one in the bun. I wouldn't blame him either.
Fuck no.
I wouldn't blame him.
I blame her, but not him. God damn no. I mean, she be one of the best. But we gotta remember, she was born in. Oh shit, she not. Damn, she is old as fuck. She's born in 1980.
She's 45.
Yeah.
43 or something like that.
Damn, she bad as shit to be 43, bro.
Shit, when she came out.
Yeah, she 43, you're right.
When she first came out, she was about 16, 17.
She's born in New York.
Every guy trying to say he fucked her.
I'm in love with Ashanti. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was my baby when I was growing up. But now she's just more. I didn't know she was that old though, but she looks fucking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna follow on Instagram. She like that.
I've been following her. It's another bad joint, Maya. She's bad too.
You talking about back in the day?
Yeah,
Maya? Yeah, that Maya? Oh, hell yeah.
She bad. Like, damn. Like, she is. Like, I don't know what
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if she been eating. They said she don't be eating like, you know, she do vegan and shit, but damn. Like I don't know.
Yeah, she do the bad shit.
Mary J. Blige is another one.
True. Mary J. Blige.
She might be, I think she in her 50s, but she's another one.
Damn, she's 50?
Yeah, she's there.
Damn. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about she might be.
Or close to 50. He 49. 49 or 48, 49.
Oh.
Nelly.
Yeah. I'll give her that, yeah.
Saint Ives commercial.
What was the other song she used to have too? It was tight. She had a lot of joints. I think about it.
Who?
Ashanti.
She had a couple of joints. Her first song, the very first song when she was on Big Pun joint. She was on Big Pun joint.
Oh yeah.
He was a cartoon. This was after he died though. It was like a little cartoon joint. I forgot when he died, like 99, 98, 99.
I think it was.
I think she was like, about 17, 18. She was singing
True. She was
singing the hook to one of the
so
songs.
bad. When you see her now, you wouldn't think she's 43, right?
You wouldn't think none of them motherfuckers is in their 40s or
But
50s.
bruh, I could feel some type of way about this. It's like she ain't fuck. I don't remember her getting fuck with nobody all this fucking time.
Nelly was the only person we knew. Like, I don't know if
All
she
the
kept
way
her.
till she 43.
I don't know if she kept herself open until Nelly came back.
That's the odd thing I'm trying to figure out. Is like, did you hold yourself until this clown got himself to? No, you would be surprised how some girls would be so much in love with somebody that they either turn gay or don't get that pussy up to nobody
Until that person mature and come back.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on. We got mature and come
I
back.
don't think you could turn gay. I just think they just doing that to kill that time, so they won't do another dude. They feel different when there's no. You feel me?
Right.
And I just think at all this time, somebody had to fuck Ashanti, bro. This been 20 years.
Been a long time.
Somebody had to fuck her. It's odd that we haven't heard her even with nobody.
She was with Nelly back in the day.
I know Nelly.
But that was it.
Yeah, like nobody tampered with that pussy. Like, come on.
Unless somebody did tamper and ain't come out.
Unless they got signed some shit.
Maybe,
Somebody had to fuck her by now, bro. It's no way. She probably made clear that she wasn't doing a relationship shit with nobody. Somebody had to fuck her by now, bro. It's not 20 years later. He had about 8 different relationships, bro. And she just nothing.
It's hard to believe, but
Unless they was already still fucking all this time.
that's
the
the
only
other
thing you can.
that's
really
the other
account
possibility.
for that. Yeah.
And they just never made it public until
Exactly.
recently.
So basically, he was constantly still fucking her through his relationships.
Who knows? It's hard to
But
pinpoint
you gotta remember
that.
why they broke up. Because he was like he wasn't really into. He was really fucking with bitches and shit, right?
Like he was going around.
So to her, he needed return.
some people can wait. Some people wait.
You trust me, it's a lot of females that would do that, bro.
Nah, I don't know if it's a lot. That it's hard to tell about that.
Then it'd be someone that turned gay on there to start just doing it with a girl until that nigga come back.
I don't know about the waiting part, but she's one of the ones that do it. But it gotta be like a overexertion shit. Like if you have to exert yourself to resort to getting back with somebody by waiting, it's hard to do.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's some crazy shit.
Because you got a life too, and your dick ain't gonna be limp by itself.
That's for goddamn sure. But I appreciate everybody, man. Be tuning in. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, where we get your podcasts at. We definitely there. iHeartRadio for sure. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow us wherever you get a chance. You know what I'm saying, dog? Especially on YouTube. Subscribe, you know. But something we do. We go back in time and shit and listen to old rappers back in the day with what got them started, you know what I'm saying? The interviews and stuff like that. Just to get a feel for the rappers back in the day, their mind frame, you know what I'm saying? So, and we get all that.
Those good old days when it was rap.
Yeah. When rappers rap is fun, right? Because it's a key part of our podcast where we just keep our feet to the culture and the hip hop world, right? Because when you go back in time, that's the culture right there. That's the history of it. So when we go back in these freestyles, we go back to get a feel for Ice Cube when he was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The feel for you know what I'm saying? Tupac when he was freestyling, you know. But I think we'll go a left turn, right? Because there's a lot going on in those days. I feel like rap was more of a prominent thing than it is now, where it's being used more for money and publicity stunts and shit like that. Where I think back in the day in the 90s, late 80s, rap was more of a focal point of everything everybody was doing. So when you start talking about beer, right, in the 90s, it was one beer that came out literally with rappers backing that whole thing up. You know what I'm saying, dog? It was nothing else, no singers. It was just all rappers that got this big company. Do they still sell St. Ives? They really do?
Of course.
They really exist because of hip hop.
St. Ives ain't going nowhere.
Ain't that some wild shit? So I want to go back on what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go back and check out some of these motherfucking these videos, right? And when some of us don't even know that rappers were doing beer commercials, like today is more of a country thing. Well, country people do the beer commercials, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially Budweiser is the main joint. You know what I'm saying? Budweiser. Well, when I was coming up, the beers were black beers, right? Coke 45. When you had my man on the commercials, that was the Coke 45 commercial. You know what I'm saying? We had the St. Ives commercial. You know what I'm saying? It's like now it's more of a Budweiser. You know what I'm saying? Like
Coors Light, Budweiser.
Light, yeah. Is that? Am I? I'm tripping.
Budweiser, Budweiser, Coors Light.
Yeah, it's more of a country theme now. But when we go back into rap, was rap. I'm gonna let y'all listen to a commercial real quick, and then me and Jay gonna give our thoughts on that joint at the end of this. And this is just part of the legacy of hip hop and rap, right, in the world, in our world before it blossomed to what it is now. It's just like these are the small parts that built it. When we do when rap was rap segment, we really want to just show parts of hip hop that built it to what you see it is now, where it's just all over the place, right? And these are the building blocks where when they was doing this, it was people hating on the culture and the rap style itself and the way we dress, the way we act, the way we talk. So you got to keep in mind, when you look at these things, these are things that are going against the grain, period. You know what I'm saying? So this is the rap. We're going to go with Snoop Dogg and Tupac in the St. Ives commercial. This is one of the first ones too. St. Ives big commercial.
They went and did it, so mash out and get a glass. Them finally got his own drink, call it Thug Pass. Introducing a special brew made for a chosen few. I'm thugged out while Snoop Dogg sipping blueberry. But don't be scary, cause it's natural. Catch it while it's hot, get every drop, cause we running now. Plus the party needed flavor, no need to ask. Forever mashing, people ain't ready for this stuff.
I'm bashing the nearest liquor stuff. What's that? To get myself some blueberry, you act like you don't know. The new drink provided by St. Ives. Blueberry is my flavor, and I know you all know why. I'm telling all my people to convert from plain and juice. That this new taste is guaranteed to get you home. So dip down or skip down, however you get it. Blueberry is my flavor. Let me know what you need.
I like that shit, bro, because it really showed. All right, first of all, what you think about the videos, those commercials, in that big commercial?
It showed that, it showed that you have products out there that actually care about the community in the world of hip hop. Even though they, some people, you probably got some people out there that's saying that, there's certain beers that they sell in the hood, there's certain wines or liquors they sell in the hood versus
Old English, Coke 45,
right,
211, Steel Reserves, shit like that is Negroes.
Right.
But when you say Budweiser, Coors Lights, that's not really being passed around in the hood.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to find people to sponsor that joint. Shouts out to St. Ives for saying, we just want to use the hip hop culture itself like you gotta remember this is the beginning of it, so it's not really a bona fide music culture, but the culture itself is black and street. That culture was solidified. At the time, it wasn't a solidified combination yet. You know what I'm saying? Now where these two are hand in hand, rap, hood life. You know what I'm saying? They're two hand in hand joints. Now, so I'm gonna stay in the rap was rap with that, right? I like those videos and everything, right? But lately, Master P has been out, so we're gonna stay within rappers rap. I'm gonna critique that first, right? I'm gonna get that 3 mics. Where you get that commercial?
I get that both 3.
Me too. I fuck with that joint. That was tight. Back in the day, man, I used to love those commercials, man. Like a motherfucker.
They used to have them. They had the Newport, was Salem, Newport, Salem, and Cools, and on the billboards. And they had they had the bids on the commercials.
Oh hell yeah!
Some was on the billboards.
They had all that shit on the billboards.
Those good old days when rap was rap.
Now, when that was rap, but it jogged some of my memory, right? Where Master P has been on going through the podcast lately, saying that he have an issue with rap in general. He felt like rap made a turn, and he blamed Dr. Dre and Ice Cube for the turn in rap culture.
Okay, what's wrong with what is he getting at when he's saying that?
It's the wildest shit. So he blaming, you can say NWA then. He blaming NWA for taking the music and the culture in another direction from where rap was when he was in. Now, do you disagree with that?
Said Master P.
Master P, yeah.
Okay, they was doing that before him. So it's like, how you gonna blame them for turning the hip hop or rap the way it is? You talking about the way it is today?
He said he blamed them for the destruction of hip hop. Yeah, he blames NWA specifically. He named Ice Cube, Dre. Specifically, though.
I don't understand why.
Let me say, special ed. He insists the NWA bring destruction to hip hop and was the fault of the downfall of hip hop. Now, he did say, I would first like to say that none of those people who are criticized were actually members of. What do you mean? Ice Cube was a member of NWA though. Oh, okay. So he had a discussion, especially had a discussion with Ice Cube, and as far as he's concerned, Ice Cube understood where he was coming from, right?
But we still don't understand where he coming from with the contract of Black America.
Exactly. So he the last motherfucker to say any fucking thing about anything. We'll get that joint next. But till he wake the fuck up and start realize how dumb he been. You know what I'm saying? But again, I always said this on my on this podcast, matter of fact, when me and Rail was going to his show, that I really think the change of hip hop was when NWA and the word nigga start being a thing, when the government started trying to find them and you know what I'm saying? It made that a thing where they didn't made rap what they were, right? When the whole time was other raps, Run DMC, right? Him, Special Ed, you feel me? It was all other raps, but the only rap that the government was concerned with was
De La Soul,
The
Rakim.
only joints they was concerned with were NWA, man, the NWA was the main one they had in court. They wanted to, the government was after NWA because they were saying fuck you and nigga.
Ice-T.
Cop Killer was mixed in there too, but they was after NWA. Remember, NWA had to go down, they had to show up down there.
Yeah. Ice-T had that Cop Killer joint.
Yeah. So they then after that they put Cop Killer in it. They started gathering up all these motherfuckers that was involved in type of shit. And Special Ed's feeling like that destroyed hip hop.
You know what? I see where he coming from a little bit because now you got rappers now that's telling stories about the lives that they didn't live.
Exactly.
And then back then they telling like the story what their lives was really what it was. But then you have some rappers that say, "Oh, I pulled off in that red Explorer. I'd have popped them twice in the head with a hollow tip and all that."
Damn.
And then next thing you know, the FBI come knocking on your door, talking about something. We got evidence on your ass.
That's Uranus.
But that's like if you're gonna. I mean, I can't say how rappers should rap, but if you're gonna put something out there like that, don't make it specifically what you do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like let's take R. Kelly for example. Who have known that all these R&B hits after hits after hits after hits after hits that he was doing was about underage girls? Whoever thought that was the case until people started saying something about it. Then he came up, then he had a case about it. Then they started using his songs in this case. Then they used him marrying Leah. Then he's in the back of fucking Aaliyah's album, faded away in the background. Like, ain't nobody know who that was. Like, you putting yourself into the driver's seat of snitching on yourself. But if you like I said, R. Kelly, he was getting away with it for a long time, but they finally caught up with him because he was still doing it. But even if he's still doing it, I don't think it's statutes and limitations of that. Statutes and limitations. I'm not sure. It might not be. It might be. But
man, this is Special Ed right here. Now everybody don't. Now y'all gotta understand. I used to fuck with Special Ed, bro. That was my man. I ain't gonna bullshit y'all. That nigga used to flow like a motherfucker. This is a tick before Ice Cube and them blew up. So I can kind of understand what he's saying because before Ice Cube and them blew up, and EPMD is about the hardest you go as rappers, right? And the NWA took it another step. You feel me? So I get it when he's saying because Run DMC, Fat Boys, all that shit was rap back then, right? And the underground of that was NWA. And once NWA put Express Yourself out, that made them more famous. And then when you go to the music, it's vulgar and telling you real life. You feel me? Was different from Special Ed and Fat Boys and Run DMC.
But the government wasn't the only thing that was chasing them. Remember, I forgot her name, but she used to go to court all the time. It was like, these rappers need to stop using profanity.
I know, I forgot her name.
She was talking about women. Stop calling them bitches and sluts.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot her name, but she used to go to court all the time about that shit too.
Mm-hmm. Might have been Madam X, but I can't remember her name.
I forgot her name, but yeah, it was a woman that back then used to. It was the women's side because NWA did have some songs in there talking about the female of her mouth, sucking on the dick.
Yeah. And they had to come to the Senate.
And they had to go to the Senate for that.
This was huge, bro. People don't understand how big this was. Huge. Think about a rapper gotta go sit in front of the Senate. Like, imagine that today. That was huge, bro. And they had to sit in front of the Senate for their music can be outlawed, where they wouldn't be able to do it no more. It was that was huge, bro. And it was huge for now because you can use explicit lyrics now.
And you use it against you in the court of law.
All you gotta have is your shit on the back, on the front there, explicit lyrics. That's how that came about. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain things that people are taking advantage of now came from that situation with NWA, bro. Because it was colliding with the normal just family rapping. You feel me? It collided with that and was telling a real story. So it made it where they try to stop it. Like when a nigga be like, man, we in this joint, we flipping keys and the motherfucker police jumping out. That's a real story that's really happening. Master P and them is not talking about. I mean, not Master P, Special Ed is not talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or the Fat Boys. They more of a family oriented, you know what I'm saying? Fun rappers.
Right. Kid and Play.
Run DMC.
Kid and Play.
They was the most famous rappers at the time. You know what I'm saying?
LL Cool J.
Hammer a little bit too. But they just turned the corner where they just brought what we was doing literally in the streets, put it on the rhymes. Literally what we was doing.
Kid and Play was the big one too. Because remember they used to have cereal and cartoons and shit.
Kid and Play too, yeah. They was like the beginning of that shit too. But this Special Ed right here, and this is him commenting about Exhibit having a problem with him talking about NWA, Ice Cube, and them being the cause of this shit.
To discourage people from expressing their opinions about hip hop. Well, fuck this shit. Special Ed, you out of pocket. Don't make it hard for yourself. We still active, bro. And when I read that, I'm like, man, Exhibit 49 years old.
That's comedy.
Like, well, why is he saying we still active and putting out this veiled threat? Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, that's comedy. That's not a threat to me. That's a joke.
Right. I was really just like, and I
didn't
know
even
Exhibit,
respond
like,
because there's no need to.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
The only response I had was a short giggle. Like I was
sure
in
never gonna be mad at me, but he was already mad at me last I checked, so I don't really care. But my whole thing is like, yo, this is this man's opinion, and you can't say he doesn't know hip hop. He doesn't know the history of hip hop. He was there from the very beginning. He was there before really all the people that have commented about it, from Exhibit to Killer Mike to the Dog Pound to whatever. Nobody was making records as long as Special Ed has been making records. Shout out to all these guys who I know personally. Me and Killer Mike talk. Me and Daz talk. But at the end of the day, yo, you're allowed to have this opinion, and it is based on actual things. And I don't completely agree with it, but I also don't completely disagree with it. You know, and it was interesting to see the kind of reaction from one little part from a 2.5 hour interview.
Right, exactly. They didn't take into context what my whole journey and my mission was and what I was talking about the whole time. They only took one comment and dragged it out of proportion. And then they did the same thing following up, because the Dog Pound, I've been working with them over the whole last year on unifying the East and the West Coast and stopping the violence. And this came after the shooting and killings of Nipsey and PNB Rock, and Corrupt and I talk all the time. So they even took our phone call and edited that and made that look like it was combative, when they was calling to tell me that they love me, for one, that I ain't got no problems, and that I'm with them. They was like, yo, you with us, cuz. Like, that's what they was calling to tell me. That was the crux of it. But the media took a sentence or another part of the conversation, because we was just really having a personal conversation. But Big A felt like we should organically capture this so that the streets can understand and see where we're coming from. Because we've been on FaceTime for like a year. We do these calls all the time. Like, Corrupt will call me with like 10 people on the phone. We're like, you know, all on FaceTime. The same thing you saw was the same thing we do all the time, and we talk as men. You know what I'm saying? And nothing about that conversation was disrespectful towards me or towards them. But by the time another media outlet chop it up, it appears as if there's some discord. And it wasn't. They was calling to tell me, yo, Ed, you know, we've been hearing the West been talking. We want to make sure you all right, and you know what I'm saying, let you know you got love. We love you, homie. Like, you know, that type of thing. And, you know, you with us. Like, that's really what they were saying. Like, and it got turned upside down. So this is the whole thing about the clickbait.
This the whole thing about media. Like when somebody wants you to click onto their stuff so they can get those numbers up, that's what they do. They'll slap on their own headline and make it into, you know, some controversy because controversy sells. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't respond to none of that other stuff because, for one, none of those other third-party artists were even existed when this all started, and not one of them was even in NWA. So I don't even care about what they talking about. Like, they irrelevant. Period. You know what I'm saying? I care about what the actual members had to say, and I spoke with Arabian Prince. Did I speak with Yella? We communicated. I spoke with the DOC.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the DOC is, you know, we tight, we good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I spoke with actual members, and then I got on JD's platform with Ice Cube. So that's where it matters to me. I don't care what no third, fourth generation fools talking about. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm going to tell you on a personal level, the reason why it's personable and affect me that way is because I have a nephew. He talking about Crippin'. I got a cousin. He talking about he a blood. You know what I'm saying? I got family members talking about, and they ain't never been to California. So they representing something they have no parts in or no origination in. And I don't mind you and your block rep your set and do what you want. That's your block, though. When you start taking that to other communities and other children are being affected and killing each other over it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to speak about that. And that's what I do. I go out and I speak to children.
This right here is a bigger. I get what he's saying, right? But this is this is huge, right here. This is because when he blaming it like he just did at the end, was like, yeah, but when my cousin is saying he had blood, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I understand what you're saying, but in a way, it's no way you blame NWA for that. It's like, no, it's like, yeah, I understand they perpetrated the street life and made it famous, where now everybody's acting like they doing it just to make money off it some kind of way, either music or YouTube or any kind of way, where they perpetrating that now. That you can blame on Ice Cube is what he's saying, or NWA in them, which that's too far, right?
Because some of them was in the streets for real, like, anyway. Easy was in the street.
Yeah, it's like you doing it. That's too far. You going? Understand? They was more famous than you. They made whatever they was doing more famous than what you was doing. That's not their fault. That it blew up. Their rap blew up. Their style of rap blew up, bigger than what your style. Now, don't get us wrong. Special Ed was big, but Ice Cube and them blew up. NWA blew up way bigger than them. Bigger, easy, bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like he had tension because they went the route of just being themselves, right? And he went the route of just making music safe, whatever they need. And that's the beginning of hip hop. To be honest with you, that's it. That's the core of hip hop, is where you at today, where you trying to make up, where you want to make it for the masses, or you gonna just make real, just how your life living. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you which call started it too, but they had their version of it from Master Flash. Remember pissing on the corner, you know,
true
shit like that.
True.
They had the little 70s style. It was like 70s
exactly,
or something.
Yeah.
But you know, they had their little style.
But you can't blame Ice Cube and them for his nephew and them saying they blood. That's something that's continuing into now, just being this now. That's in the rappers now, that's perpetrating. That has nothing to do with NWA and them. Even though you might feel like they got it from them, but these are rappers that's doing it now, right? So your kids are being, and nephews are being influenced by rappers today. Now Ice Cube and them. It's no way possible. You know what I'm saying? So he gotta make it. His beef is more with rappers today. even though we know the beginning of that type of rap was then, but it morphed into what it is now because it's a different rap now. Now you got people that's not really doing what we was talking about then, saying they are now, just to make it music.
They live in their fathers and their uncles' lives.
True.
And some of them, they probably been there, but they probably like not sell coke. Nobody don't sell coke no more. And if you do, it ain't the real shit. That shit ain't you ain't make a deal
Prime example is
with the Colombians and shit.
Prime example is motherfucker. What's the name on ESPN?
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. He was like, man, it's crazy. My son rap, and he if you listen to him, he rap about a lot of shit that had nothing to do with his life.
He said he's rapping about the life that I was living in.
Hey, you grew up in a community, gated community. I don't know what the hell he talking about. But it's funny because
I was like, yeah, that ruined
when
his
you
career.
go back and listen to him, he really talking about the street life, right? But if everybody was to know he was Dion, he's what's his name, son, Michael Irvin's son, then you already know he really full of shit. You feel me? It's the funniest shit because
that killed this career.
When we was coming up, people was rapping. It was just a normal, you just get your pad and pen and rap, and you rapping about what you're seeing, right? And that's what NWA was. And it's funny now because people is not seeing that, but that made it rap famous. So people are just rapping about it now, even though that's not what they seeing. It's the funniest shit.
And they definitely ain't seeing it. They just
no.
And then you got some rappers that take old lyrics from other people and try to put it in songs.
That too.
What's his name got called out for that? What's his name? He do like a little singing rap type thing.
It's some people that sit back and try to find people that's trying to steal music, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some people that sit back and listen to it, like Scarface. You listen to Scarface joint, and then make a whole song that's like Scarface joint, and all you did was just change some words. So the next person to hear it that never heard Scarface a day in their life will think you tight as shit. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, you're a good ass rapper. You know what I'm saying? Now, whole time, this some Scarface shit. That's the shit, man. It's funny as shit, though, bro. Like funny, but I give especially credit for one. I used to fuck with him, but I do not like the fact that he hating now because Ice Cube never had nothing to do with that. Their style of rap blew up. That's all to it. That wasn't their fault. You cuss all day. Anything they say in their shit, you do too. You just ain't put it in your rhymes. That's not their fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put the filter in theirs. That's all. And that blew up. And that what made rap sustain over these amounts of years. That's not their fault. What the fault is now is people perpetrating like that's the life they're living now and rapping about it. And that's not what's happening now. That's just the bottom line. For sure. But we appreciate everybody, man, that been tapping into us, man. Since we will have a 4-year anniversary coming up party, baby. 4-year anniversary for the third perspective. You know what I'm saying? So check us out. We're gonna have that for sure, man. This has been a long journey. Spotify, Google Podcasts, our podcast, iHeartRadio for sure. Check us out. You know what I'm saying, dog? Got something to say we get out of here,
though? Yeah, in life, just take your time because shit gonna get rough, but just be patient. Be patient with life.
That will help for sure. And them Bears, baby.
Oh,
and be on the winning streak.
And them Cowboys.
Oh Lord.
Doing the damn motherfucking thing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we kicked that ass last night. We're gonna kick some more ass.
I hope you don't run into the Bears.
Nah, we won't.
Shout out to DC, baby. I'm Rita. Appreciate you. Everybody got us 41,000 down plays. Holla at your boy. Breathe. Breathe.
And when I see them deep, you stack them high as the ceiling. The fucking introduction for all the times that I was in the trenches, hustling alive in the midst of war. Live, we gotta flip them all. Dying down, killing y'all. Every single nigga fall. Now the nigga getting up. Nigga what?
These street bangers.
And for my niggas that be stuck in the hood all day in the bucket for a bucket in the hood. Shit. That nigga has a bus in the hood. Let's just get a couple bucks in the hood. Nigga, you gotta be one into the
Do it then, do it then, then you gotta one it then, do it then, bring it then, then you gotta one it then, do it then, bring it then, then you gotta one it then, two. Hey Black, these niggas ain't represent. One time, got to refit. Backyard gon' put this shit gangster, nigga. Saturday night, the black hold back, nigga. I'm a uptown nigga, play dice. When them niggas see me in the mall, they done nice. I ain't looking for no trouble, I just choose control. All these little hoes that be out of control. Backyard place the grip, man, carry the shit. Man, we ride the whip, man, we gangsta BS. One time for the Saturday night. Black hole out of sight. October the 1, this Saturday night. The black hole is back.